Hi everyone. So I haven't recorded a video in a horrendously long amount of time because I left Japan in July, the last day of July actually. And I've basically just been going to school again, so there's really nothing that important to tell people. And I'm really confused because I haven't recorded a video in a long time and now I can't remember how to do this. So basically, I'm working on moving back to Japan probably January of 2012. Originally, I wanted to move in May, like right after I graduated, but that's not really in the cards because I can't afford to just, I literally cannot afford, like money wise, to just jet over there and get an apartment and whatnot. So that is why I'm waiting until then. So basically, I'll graduate in May, which is in 2 months, and then I'll work for a while and make money and save up. Well, I'm already saving up now. Like, I have 2 jobs, maybe 3 soon. I don't know. I had 3 jobs for a couple months, and then one of them dropped me, and now I have 2 jobs, and I got promoted, and I don't know. So I'm saving up. And hopefully I'll have about 8,000 by the end of the year, and then I'll just move over there. So that is the plan. If anyone is wondering where I disappeared to and if I'm still going back to Japan, of course I am, because I don't know, America's just not, it's just not my scene anymore. Like, I've tried and it's just not working for me. So yeah, I mean, I thought there was some possibility that maybe I would like fall back into the lifestyle and like it again, but nope, not really. So basically, I'm just kind of working on school and trying to just graduate and finish stuff, and I don't know. It's kind of tiring, especially with all the work and whatnot. Okay, I finally got it in like a decent position where I'm not looking. Okay. But yeah, so I have a new apartment, which I can't really show you because yeah. But I haven't really recorded a video because my roommates are always home and I feel awkward like talking to myself in front of a camera when they're here. But basically the living situation is I'm living with 2 people that I had never met before. I just kind of found them on Craigslist and moved in with them. And they're both really cool and it's fine. And I'm living in a living room, which is cool with me because the space is nice and I'm paying less for rent and the space is nice and there's lots of wall space for my posters. Like that and well, there's a lot. So yeah, I like my space. So I don't really mind staying here for a little bit longer if it means that I can keep my apartment because one of my roommates is moving out, but another friend of mine is moving in, so that should be pretty fun. But yeah, the lifestyle is just not, the American lifestyle is just not working for me. So I know I need to go back. Besides that, I'm working on my major right now. Basically, all my classes for the last 2 semesters have been strictly for my major because I was basically done with everything but my major when I went to Japan. So I've been taking all Japanese classes for the last 2 semesters. This semester I'm taking 4 upper div Japanese classes, not all Japanese language, Japanese literature, Japanese Edo literature, and Japanese history. So what a nice variety there. And it's kind of tiring because it's just a lot of Japanese, and I'm reading like Japanese texts in like 3 classes, and then I'm reading texts about Japan in English in another class, and then I have work for like all of them. And I'm also working at my job, the job that I had actually before I went to Japan. I got to go back to it. So I went back to that job, and they actually promoted me this semester. So now I get paid a little bit more, and I have a little bit more power and whatever. But I am graduating, so the plan is that I work there until the end of the summer because that's as long as I can work at a student position, and then I'd have to find another job for the rest of the year. But I mean, I guess it could be worse. I guess I don't know, like if I couldn't stay at all, that would be worse. So I'm gonna stay with them for a little bit, and hopefully that'll be fun. But luckily, most of my friends are still around, or they're still gonna kind of be around, so I'll have people to hang out with even after I graduate and stay here. What else? Oh, well, since I came back, I have done a little bit of traveling, not a lot. I went to Vegas in December because it was after my birthday where I turned 21. I turned 21 in November, and then we went to Vegas in December. Um, and when I was working a lot, like when I was working 3 jobs last semester, I had like extra money to kind of throw around. I also went to SM Town in September. I went to SM Town. I went to Maroon 5. I went to Akanishi Jean's concert in SF. Um, and then, yeah, so those are really like the last 3 concerts that I've gone to. Yeah, I went to Vegas in December, and then in January I went to New York for like 4 or 5 days because I had this Delta mileage that I had to use. I don't, no one, I'm sure none of you remember it, but when I had to cancel that flight that I was like waitlisted on or whatever, it was complicated. So I got all this like Delta credit and I had to use it. So I decided to go to New York and went with some of my other friends, and it was really fun. And I'm like losing light here. It's like almost 6 o'clock and the sun is going down, so bear with me. But yeah, so that's about all I've been doing. It's mostly just work, and then I've had a couple little travel things here and there. But hopefully, my life will be a lot more exciting in about a year from now because I'll be in Japan and by Korea. And if I have all the money that I have planned saved up, then I'll have extra money to just kind of jet over to Korea whenever I feel like it. Because I mean, it only costs a couple $100 just to fly over there. So I'm hoping that they have some cool stuff in store for 2012 when I move back there. Because it seems like everybody's debuting in Japan right now, which is horrible. Which I'm like, why didn't I just study abroad this year? Why? Because I could have gone to Shiny's concert. Like Beast is debuting, 2PM is debuting, like 21's debuting, all the girl groups are debuting, all the guy groups are debuting. I don't know. So that's a bit of a bummer. But I'm sure they'll have something next year. And I'm hoping, I mean, technically this year we could have SM Town again in America. Apparently they might do Super Show 4 outside of Asia, which means probably America. Um, JYJ is doing their world tour thing starting in April, so that's another one. And then KMF might have good artists. I don't know. I'm going to LA that weekend anyway because I'm not going home basically the rest of the year until I move back home before I move over to Japan. So I decided to go home for that little weekend or whatever because it wouldn't interfere with my work schedule. So if they do happen to get good people, I'm just going to jump on that and buy tickets. But besides that, I think it was just mainly those 4 concerts that I'm pretty excited about. Oh, and then apparently Big Bang is going to debut in the U.S., but I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen this year because they're dropping like 2 Korean albums and a Japanese album, and like they're just everywhere. By the way, Big Bang come back. I watched it this morning. Died. Secret Garden parody. Greatest thing ever. I've already watched it like twice today, and I typically never watch things more than once, so that was pretty amazing. Also, they broadcasted the Shiny World concert in Japan last night, which was, well, it looks beautiful, but I'm still waiting for like slightly better quality videos to come out. I watched a couple songs so far, but then I switched over to another um, video link and it wasn't as good, so I'm waiting for better ones. But oh god, it makes me want to go to a Shiny concert so bad. So that's on my goal of things to do before, I don't know, whenever. So hopefully next year that'll be in the cards because I'm really sad that I missed their first concert, which was this year in Japan and Korea when I was stuck here. It's pretty depressing because when I was there before, I was like, well, I'll just fly over there or I'll just take a train over there, and it's not really in the cards anymore. Okay, seriously, I'm losing light now, and it's only been like a 9-minute video. Whatever. Okay. Anyway, I hope you guys will stay tuned because I will have fun and interesting videos to come. Basically, not until January though, so you're just gonna have to chillax till then. But I will try and update, even though I have nothing cool to update with. So yeah, thanks for watching.